It's my time to teach this class now. By popular demand. Good evening, and welcome to Fiat Daily, where we talk about fiat and only cash money. If it don't make dollars, it don't make it possible to buy a sandwich. Write that one down. That was good. Shut up! Today we're going to be looking at how the markets are manipulated. Number one. Now, I don't have a real pointy stick, but I got this. I got a broom. Stop hunting. Not to be confused with a certain vegetarian movement. This will be confusing your feeble brain, but just imagine having a lot of a particular asset. For me, it would be dollar bills. Enough to make a bed out of. That'd be pretty sweet. But anyway, if you move your assets to an exchange and sell enough to move the price downwards, it could set off a chain reaction. This is because of robots called stop loss, which is where the stop hunting bit comes in if you're still with me. Pay attention! Cowards have these robots automatically sell for them if the price goes too low, because they are cowards. If people can catch enough of these robots though, boom. The asset is now significantly cheaper, all because you deemed it so. You can now cash in on that short position you opened, knowing this would happen, and buy that asset at a cheaper price. It's called double dipping. Want some fiat here, and some more fiat there. Beautiful.
But how do you know where the stop losses are?
Number one, you make an educated guess by looking at the order book. But number two, you work for the exchange and know exactly what's going on. Next, manipulation. Spoofing. Illegal in the US, rampant on unregulated markets. Many variations of spoofing. Some I fear would be too difficult for your feeble brain to grasp. The most common is setting a buy order just below someone else's buy order. Do you feel a but coming on? But you have no intention of actually buying that asset. Like me and Bitcoins, this fake market strength can give investors a false sense of security because you pull the rug from under them and dunk on them harshly and buy back in at a discount. I do love Veens. I hope Veen continues to be a popular social media platform. What's wrong with my mustache today? Same thing can happen in reverse. This actually happens all the time and leads to the formation of what's known as the Bart head. Another variation of spoofing is, and usually happens with lesser valued assets, say you buy a lot, drive up the price 2, 3, 4 times the original normal, quote unquote, correct price for it. You then set a big buy order at 4x the usual price. New investors are driven mad by the recent spike action, and now, like a fly to poo, start buying at much higher than the usual market price. You sell to them until you've sold it all. It comes crashing down to its regular price.
Oh yeah, Binance does that with every new listing.
Yes, of course. I've heard of Binance before.
But what about Tether?
Yes, it's important to tether your investments, or they might float away. That was another good one. Write that down also. Anyway, does any of this mean your particular asset is not going to achieve all-time highs again? No, it does not. It's not in the interest of the whales to bring their asset class permanently down, just plain a volatility like a fiddle in the meantime. So how can we avoid being manipulated by the whales? I hear you ask. It's a good question. If you can't beat them, join them. But if you're not rich, let's look at this. Very pretty colored boxes. We've got blue, brown, pink, and green, and all sorts there. Very lovely. I'm not sure what asset we're looking at here, but apparently there is a reduction in the available supply every 4 years or so. So basically, this could be complete gibberish. But it's very nicely drawn. You just gotta look at the big picture here. Understand this, boy. Time in the market is greater than timing the market. Time wins out in the end. Well, I hope you learned something today, boy. You are by far the worst student I've ever had, even if you are devilishly handsome.
Well, thank you.
You're getting an F for this class. But that's been it from me. I appreciate you watching. and I'll see you in the next one.
Okay.